Hey, so now we are gonna go plant shopping. As you guys can hear me, if not, I have to move the camera. But first thing first, you guys, this is in a beautiful golden potos. I don't always find them this beautiful, like really, really variegated. I mean, golden potos are beautiful, but not that variegated. So I think they're super duper happy. And the greenhouse, looking gorgeous. And over here we have this beautiful Wendyland Syngonium. Such an awesome beautiful plant. I actually got mine just like this one and ended up repotting it in a bigger planter, and it has grown beautifully. I actually do love how Syngoniums vine down. I was kind of against it a little bit, but it's starting to grow on me. It has a really nice aesthetic, and y'all know every month I always go ahead and do a favorites, house plants of the month. That's one of them, and I have to show you mine. It's so big, very beautiful, doing really good. Here's an amazing Hawaiian spider plant. The massive hanging baskets, you guys, those are $21, and the smaller ones, like the one in the Wendyland Syngonium, that's $17. So not that bad, just depending what you're looking, right? Like if it's the plant that you like, and then if it's a healthy, nice, full basket. That's really important. By the way, we're at the Home Depot right now. So, yes, I'm kind of excited. It's going to be a long chit-chat kind of plant shopping video. But I was just outside with my hubby. We were just chilling and sipping on some iced coffees and just talking about him at work and me at home and just talking, and it was really great. Here's this beautiful Baby Bunny Belly Stratus Kentii. I love the purple on the back of the leaves. It is gorgeous, and there is a variegated one. I have not been able to find one again, you guys. I saw it 2 years ago, and that's it. I have not seen it anymore, so I'm super duper sad about that. It was basically a rare find. I'm like really sad, but it's okay. At some point we're gonna go ahead and find another beautiful one. And yeah, that was a lipstick plant, Black Pagoda, and then this is a golden pothos, the one we saw at the beginning. Really stunning. I need to find something to put the phone up, to be honest. I'm pretty sure you guys can hear me. So really nice golden pothos. Look at this beautiful leaf, super nice. Look at this one, so bright and direct lights, and then a lot of warmth makes these golden pothos just make their massive, they're variegated leaves. You can make a golden pothos leaves big, but you gotta give it something to climb on. Now we're outside. They did have a sale. You buy 3 plants, the ones that are $5.98, so the smaller planters, for $12. So that basically means you're, instead of $6 or $4, you're saving $2 per plant. And they had a pretty good variety. I'm pretty sure this is for all of the Home Depots. So if you've been wanting one of the exotic angels, like this aluminum plant, really stunning, you can go ahead and snatch one up. Just go check out your Home Depot and see what kind of deals you can go ahead and find. As of today, they have this going on. You can see the green holly philodendron, Drancina, the Fittonia, beautiful Fittonia. These are under a shade cloth. I think I'll show you. Yeah, you can see it right there. I'm not quite sure exactly the percentage. It seems like it's 50% shaded. It's okay, but I can see with the Texas heat, you guys, with the Texas sun, it's a little bit still too much. A lot of these plants look pale, as you can see, and that basically means they're getting a little bit too much light. And I'm guessing these were probably laid out and they got burnt, like the neon pothos right there. This is a beautiful quarterline. I saw it. Oh my goodness, you guys. I don't want to talk about it too much because I already did. But when we get the house, you guys, I hope you guys are going to be there. I'm going to do a little a house tour. I want to show you guys and like the vision that I want to put all the plants, because I have a lot of house plants, especially the ones that I put from the balcony inside. And I want to show you guys where I put them. But not just that, I want to tell you so you guys can give me y'all's opinions and ideas before I actually do it, and see what y'all gotta say. Like maybe put this plant in there instead of this one, that'd be kind of fun. But yeah, that quarter line was beautiful, and It was really pretty. But I see it more as an outdoor plant, like in the shade, to be honest, personally. Here's this beautiful prayer plant. I'm going to be doing some tappy-tappies on the phone, by the way. I really, really hope the camera doesn't pick it up. I think we're safe. But, yeah. Snow White waffle plant. Really, really nice. You like that? I do like the pink of the leaves. The contrast with the gray and pink. It's really, really pretty. And a little bit of white. Really, really nice. These green hardly philodendrons, you guys, they're just so cute. So the original price is $6, but they are for $4 if you get 3 of them. You can, that's what $12, right? You can basically put that on a big planter or on a hanging basket, and then you get a massive green hardly philodendron basket. You know, I know some of you guys like to combine y'all's plants, which is pretty smart, you know, especially when they have these kind of deals going on. So you gotta let me know when you got planned. If I do see another beautiful aluminum plant, there's a very high chance I'll adopt it. I love the aluminum plant, and there's actually a variegated one, if you didn't know. I've never seen it from Exotic Angels, but I've seen it on Etsy, and that's one that I do want to have in my collection. But I need to master the aluminum plant first before I get the variegated one. Here's another beautiful Wendy Lacing. I'm sorry, it wasn't. But yeah, y'all saw that. It was really pretty. You guys, the Wendyland, is that what it's called? It is, excuse me, it is gorgeous. Like, I don't know what it is, but the green and silver, beautiful. It just pops. It just, I don't know, it just looks really, really good. Here are some golden potos. Here's another beautiful Hawaiian spider plant, Costa Farm. Thank you. This is exactly how they're supposed to be. Sometimes they be looking like 1/4 of it is alive and the other is just like gone, like really, really empty. But now they're doing better, okay? And I'm pretty sure, and because I think the headquarters are in Florida, the conditions are a lot better, so they're just doing a lot more better now. And this is the most I think we're gonna see them, because we're obviously gonna be entering fall. And this is a beautiful black lipstick pagoda, beautiful. And these are $21, $20.98, right? Really, really fun. I actually do have this one, but it's been having aphids, and now it's doing better, but yeah, it's recovering. And now we're passing the beautiful Bird of Paradise and Monsteras. Aren't they so beautiful? I like to go ahead and see if I can find any sports variegated monsteras. You can sometimes get lucky and find some pretty stuff, but it's still a beautiful plant. A nice Monstera deliciosa. This is a beautiful, massive Seba blue. I mean, it's a little bit burnt, but it's very lush. It's very full, so that's really, really nice. And if you propagate it, it will push out new growth, and that will fill up beautifully. You know, if you cut off the burnt part, it's really nice. I like it. I believe this is the Marble Queen Potos. Another beautiful, insane golden potos. They just look super duper good. They look amazing. Wow. And there's people out there that do not like a golden potos. Like, what? How can you not? They're like so easy to look after. They're a classic. And they're very forgiving. They grow beautifully indoors. The variegation is beautiful. And they're just very versatile with a lot of different things. Like, just such an awesome, awesome, awesome plant. Okay, so these are the plants that or from the Costa Farm Trending Tropicals collection. This is an albopiparium. Look at that. Really, really beautiful. Very full, very full. I like that a lot. And then here are the Brilliant Marks Flames. So I was getting a little bit nervous because I literally heard somebody on the phone call where I'm guessing their spouse. But hold on, you guys, I'm looking at the time. I don't know why it's saying 40 seconds. And he said like BMF, and I was like, what is that supposed to mean? But after thinking a little bit, it's an abbreviation for Burley Marks Flame. So yeah, there's a lot of plenty of people going crazy for this. I didn't really know I'll encounter somebody going crazy for this, and I was like, oh wow, it's like really, really hyped up. So there you go. And they had a lot. This is like a new shipment. That's like what, like 20 of them? No, like 15 of them. And they look really, really good. Like, they don't look that bad. Some are a little bit overwatered, which is super duper sad. So if you're nearby, definitely go ahead and adopt it, because it's gonna get, you can kind of see the water right there, no? They're gonna get pretty fast. They need to get repotted ASAP. But for $20, Burley Marks Flame from Costa Farm, not bad. And they look really, 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 really good. Look at that. Nice. But to be really, really honest with you, I was more in love with the Aglonema. Look how bright and red they are. And of course, there's the Moonlight Scindapsus right next to the Albopipariums, but look at these Aglonemas. They're super duper red. I think they're called Valentine. I always see them during the fall. I wonder if Costa Farm, I'm guessing they do. Like, they're on a schedule, like what they're gonna grow and stuff like that. And I always find these during this time, but I wouldn't be surprised if I find it. This is $20, but you can sometimes find them for and they're $16 planters. If you're lucky, 14. And so they run sales all the time. I mean, pretty recent as of now. Home Depot, Proven Winners, and Costa Farm. So if you want it, definitely go ahead and snatch it up, or just hold on, and they might put them on sale. And I'm not talking about like Lowe's putting them on sale on clearance, like, you know, in general, the entire plants, like the $6 small planters from the Exotic Angels by Costa Farm, like these over here. So yeah, it makes it really, really, oh my gosh, I can't even talk. Makes it really fun to go ahead and see what deals we can go ahead and find, and then on top of that, what new plants we can find. These prayer plants, I have not seen them for a very, very long time, and now they have some. And out of all of them, I found a variegated one. This one is called Beauty Kim. And I'm looking at the other ones, I'm like, was that an accident? Was it mixed, or did it mutated? Even though it's already a thing, it's called Beauty Kim. It was the only one that I saw that was variegated, and it's still there, you guys. So if you've been wanting one of these, I actually have it, and it's really, really nice. I am looking at it right now. It's a really, really chill plant. Yeah, look at that. Maranta prayer plant, but it's also known as Beauty Kim, which is really nice. Some crotons, begonias, golden potos. Such a beautiful, 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 beautiful begonia. And I'm actually gonna move, y'all. I hope the audio doesn't mess up that bad. Sorry. I'm gonna put you by a box because I got a little tired laying on my belly. Whenever I do this kind of videos, I like to go ahead and like set the vibe and the mood. I got my water bottle because sometimes I'd be tripping on my words, like right now. And I just get in the plant room, look at the plants, and then look at a plant shopping video. I think it's always a vibe. It's like I'm talking to a bestie. Look at this golden potos! Oh my goodness, I want to see somebody saying they hate golden pothos, and I need to know why. Like, I'm not gonna change your mind. If you don't like a plant, that's fine. To each their own, right? Beauty is in the eye of the beholder. But please do let me know why you hate it. I think the reason why a lot of people hate the golden pothos is because it's such a common plant, which is kind of fascinating because I'm like, how can you hate a plant that's pretty common? I guess it's also overhyped, but I don't really see a lot of people going crazy over golden pothos, you know? So like, it's not really overhyped. If anything, it's underrated because it's such a performer and it's so forgiving, very affordable, very stunning. It has variegation. It's very unique. Each leaf is not the same. It might seem like the same because of the variegation, but like each little marking is different. You're not really gonna find the same leaf, right? It's just such a beautiful plant, and I mean, again, I get it. Like, I think what makes a plant really rare, not rare, but like trendy and like a need is when they're difficult to find. That's just the bare root. If it's expensive or difficult to find or both. And if it catches attraction, you know, people are gonna go crazy with it and they're gonna want it and talk about it and buzz about it and all that good jazzy stuff. So yeah, to each their own. But is there any other reason why people hate golden pothos? Because there's people that hate them. I don't know why. And hate is a very strong word, but like, girl, like people really, really get mad talking about a golden pothos. It's like they have some sort of trauma with it. It's beautiful, you know? And it's not the only one. I love a good Brazil. I love a good Stockhorn fern. I love a good Hoya. There's so many different varieties of Hoyas. But every time I see a golden pothos that's really variegated like these, I'm gonna talk about it. I'm gonna give it credit because you don't always find them that saturated, like that contrast, the beauty. You don't really see it like that all the time. But yeah, that's my little rant on the golden pothos and why I love and adore them and why I just don't understand why some people hate them. Like, they, you know, like if you give them a golden pothos plant, they get offended. It's like, girl, really? Anywho, so that was the rainbow moss, which is kind of fun. I'm not quite sure why they call it rainbow moss. It has a beautiful, magical aesthetic, but it's not, it's just blue and green, which is really, really beautiful. But why rainbow moss? I don't know why they call it, but I guess whenever you find a plant, you can name it whatever you... Was that another deal going on? I saw the little markings. Okay. It could have been the proven winners, small planters on clearance, still for $9.98. I had to go back to these aglonimas. I was kind of tempted on adopting one of them, but these, as well with the Burley Marks Flame, they're overwatered, you guys. So I'm very, very sketched out with buying plants that are overwatered. They're really, really difficult to tackle. The best way is to repot it and inspect the roots and then give it a lot of TLC, but yeah, I don't know about doing all that. So yeah, I mean, not right now, you know. I do love a good challenge and bringing a plant back from the dead or like struggling and then making it thrive. It's a really, really rewarding feeling, but I already have quite amounts of plants that I gotta go ahead and do that with. I don't want to add more to my plate. But yeah, have you guys ever had good luck on asking on clearance on the Home Depot? I've never really asked for a plant on clearance. So you can see the water. You see that? On the edge? Girl. And I wanted to spill it over, but it was getting busy. Like, those people like walking around. And I didn't really want to get yelled at. I know I'm doing something good for the plants, but I don't like confrontation, you guys. I really try to prevent that all the time. Especially when it's not really that deep, you know. Even if I did pour it out, the chances of it getting overwatered again because it's on a cash pot is extremely high, considering that the people that are watering it don't really care or check it if it needs water or not. So it might just give it some time before they drown it again, you know. So no, I didn't want to get yelled at or like get a dirty look like, why are you making a mess, or why are you spilling mud all over the floor? I just wanted to like walk away. I don't know. But look at these monsteras. They're super duper big, and I think they're $22.98, so $23. Look at that, bird poop. I like how people say the Thai constellation looks like bird poop. That's a bird poop on a monstera. That looks nothing like a Thai constellation. But yet again, it's how people see plants. There's some people that hate Thai constellations. I gotta stop saying hate. What's a really positive thing to talk about? People love these massive, big Monstera Deliciosa leaves. It's even more exciting when they have double fenestrations. You don't always find them like that, but sometimes they do. Unless they're sold already massive, you know? They already have it. Look at that. Oh, the back of the leaf is beautiful. And the stem is super duper pink. But I would love this next to an outdoor chair in the shade to give you like those tropical vibes. Like when you're sitting down and sipping on that iced coffee and you're looking around and you see that plant, it like teleports you to like Hawaii or like, you know, like a very tropical vibe. Okay, so now we're at the Lowe's. And this is literally behind the Home Depot. I love this. So this is a beautiful marble print pothos and it's $20.98, so $21. And you can see it's a little bit thirsty. You can tell by the leaves are getting a little bit wilted. I like when people comment on my Facebook videos or like on Instagram. They're like, how do you know when a plant's thirsty? Because they're like, I can't imagine checking 100 plants every day. And I'm like, well, no, a lot of the time. And this goes with kind of underwatering because I push it a little bit longer. You can usually tell by the plant. When you look at the plant a lot, you will see like, a random person that just seen this plant is like, oh, okay, it's just like a big green white plant. But when you have it in your collection, you can tell when it's perky and hydrated and then when it gets thirsty and limp. You know, you can kind of tell. So that's how I go based off watering my plants. I just water them when they get a little bit wilted or when the soil looks super duper dry. Here's a beautiful staghorn fern. I like how they called it Dutch staghorn fern. I didn't know that's what it was called, but there you go. That's what it's called, Dutch staghorn fern. Here are the classic Stiffenbachia, African violets, money trees right there in the corner. Here's another section. There's going to be a lot of cuts. I should have gone first to the Lowe's and then to the Home Depot. My phone was heating up bad. I don't mind the heat. I'm like perfectly fine with it, you know, but yeah, the plant was not like the phone wasn't liking it at all. This was on clearance as well. Whenever it's $15 or more, it's 50% off. But yeah, my phone kept shutting down, so I am really excited for fall and winter because I can actually go plant shopping without my phone heating up and shutting down. Like, it was bad, you guys, because it gets me a little bit sad because I'm like, oh my goodness, like I have not seen so many beautiful houseplants for so long, like especially at this location, and I want to share it with my plant besties, but I can't because my phone does not want to turn on because it's overheated. Because whenever you record and it's already hot, it heats up even more and it makes it like, you know, it shuts down. Here's a compact ZZ or Zanzi, my apologies. Here's a golden pothos. A beautiful Chinese evergreen silver bay, which is also known as an aglonema, but this variety is called a silver bay. There's a ficus Audrey right next to it, and there's a little twister transina. And then right over here, I like how they put it right by the doors. Like when you walk in, this was the first thing that I saw. Beautiful. I kind of like the shelving, to be honest. I kind of want that at home. I usually put some grow lights in the other shelves, but this is really pretty. For a second, I thought it was variegation on these alocasias, but it was just damage or like powder. I don't know. If honest, it could have been white spider mites. Spider mites, not white spider. I was in my brain. I was thinking white powdery mildew, which is a common thing, which is kind of like off topic, but it's on the cucumbers, pumpkins, squash. It's a fungal, and it happens when there's too much water on the leaves, and it causes white powdery mildew. I was watching a lot of vegetable gardening videos, educating myself on that kind of stuff because soon, hopefully, if everything goes well, David's gonna have a vegetable garden. So I'm really excited to grow some veggies. And I just want to educate myself like a sponge and absorb all the knowledge that I can learn so I can share it with you. And of course, apply it to the garden and then learn more with it, right? Because nothing ever really goes as planned, but that's the best way to learn, hands-on and experiencing it, right? Here's a beautiful calathea. I believe it's called a dottie. I'm not quite sure, but it's really, really pretty. And I also love how it's affordable on this beautiful cash pot. I think it's like $15.98, so $16. That's not bad. That's a really, really good deal, considering you're getting a really nice cash pot, which I like them a lot. Some people hate them, but I like it because it makes watering so much easier. You're just gonna be more mindful when you're watering, but it makes it so much easier. And I kept feeling bad because the doors kept opening. But this is a really nice ficus, and these are 25. Oh no, they're $20 from Urban Jungle. Period. That's nice, and it's really full. Look at that. If I didn't have this ficus, I would have adopted it, to be honest. But I already have it. That was really. Yeah, I do. I'm looking at my ficuses right now, and I think they gotta get repotted. But I'll do it next year because they can handle a little bit more time where they're at. Look at those. Look at that. The allocations are $25. I don't know if it was showing at the camera, but those allocations from Costa Farm are $25. Here's a beautiful philodendron. I think it's called a it's not carnival. It's cardical? Girl, I don't even know. It's a philodendron for sure. Green. That's not a green Congo. What are you called? Dark Lord? Is it a Dark Lord? No, right? It could be. It's nice. It's massive. And it has like side shoots as well. Like I said, that wasn't my hubby, by the way. It was busy, y'all. Like people kept coming in and out, and I was like, I don't usually mind. I just get really nervous because I'm recording. And I don't want somebody to get uncomfortable or to like be like, are you recording me? Like, no girl, I'm not recording the plants. But here's a nice Moroccan potos, and I believe it's for $8.98, so $9. It was a really, really nice size. That's a really, really good size. I don't always find them that good looking. The beautiful Glenemos are right there as well as those Santa Soma caladiums. This Lowe's, by the way, it's a little bit smaller than usual, but they had some really, really good plants. They had a good selection of everything, and everything that they did had was pretty healthy, which was really, really nice. I don't always... Last time I was here, everything looked very sparse, picked out, and what was left was all dead, like, or struggling, right? Here's the shitty eye. I love that name. But it's so beautiful. The leaves are super duper glossy, and you guys have told me that it's an easy plant. But I'm a little bit scared, girl. I'm a little bit scared, but it was not bad. And I keep finding a lot of them. I'm really, really curious if they bloom. I think they do bloom. But it's gorgeous, you guys. It's gorgeous. I love... It's kind of giving like fish tank vibes. You know, like plants that you put in the fish tank. I don't know what it is, but it kind of gives it off. This will look really, really pretty with some small little red ornaments for Christmas. I know we're kind of far out a little bit, but the green is giving off very Grinch. You know, that's a really, really pretty color. Here's another beautiful baby bunny belly shredded scantii. Again, I am looking for the variegated one. If you have found a variegated one, please just comment or let me know. I feel like it was a one-time shot, and I feel like they're not gonna do it again. Costa Farm, stop playing with me. Like, if y'all are gonna make a bunch of these, let me know, because I'm going crazy. I'm like, was that like a unicorn plant that was a mutation, or are they happening at the greenhouse and they're holding them back and then using them as mother plants to make more? I need to know, because it is so beautiful. Again, baby bunny belly shredded scantii, it's gorgeous, but the variegated one, it's like yellow, very pretty. So here's a Hoya. I'm not exactly quite sure what it's called. I have never seen this Hoya basket, and I was really tempted to take it home for $17, which is not bad. It was a really good size, but the issue was it has root rot. Again, it just had the name as Hoya, which I already know was a Hoya. But the leaves in the middle were very squishy, which that lets me know that it is overwatered, right? And there's a very high chance that it's gonna have root rot. I know you can fix that, but girl, I was debating on going to ask for a discount and let them know that it has a root rot, and like the center of the leaves are all squishy. They're all squishy. But I already got a plant on clearance at a different location a couple of days back, and I didn't want to be stingy. And I just didn't want to like do that. I just didn't feel right. I know it's nothing bad, but I just didn't want to do it. And then there's a very high chance they're gonna look at me and be like, it's still green. What are you talking about? And what is overwatered? You know, so maybe there's somebody that has the courage that I do not have, and can do all that, because it's a really, really pretty Hoya, but it needs some TLC, and it's kind of sad because looking at the foliage, it seems like it just started getting root rot. And I don't know if I showed it the camera because I'm like holding the phone, I'm holding the plants, but I did squish. It was very squishy. You can't really see it, but it's in there, you guys. It's in there, and I don't know, but it was a really, really pretty Hoya. So there's one. There's a very high chance it's going to be more. So yeah, I'm gonna save myself the headache and not, but. Very, very, very pretty. And I'm just literally passing by debating. This is when I was debating, should I go and ask for a clearance? Should I try? And I placed it back because I was like, let me place it away just for right now, to think it through. But this is another pretty plant. Look at this one. I think it's called a watermelon, to be honest. Not quite sure. My bones are popping. So here's more beautiful Fitonias, also known as nerve plants. Really, really fun. That's a really, really pretty lemon meringue pothos. Those are for $20. Look at that. More painted ladies. So we find these all the time. Painted ladies, white wizard, ravens, golden crocodile. But just like last year with the other plants that we found, next year we're not gonna see these all the time. So if you haven't snatched one up and you like it and it looks really, really good, 1000% go ahead and snatch it up, because the chances of this being here next year, it's very, I've seen this a lot, you guys. The ones that I do see sticking around a lot is the ravens, but I haven't really found the black Biguina maculata or the other mosaic calathea. And then what's another one that was really pretty? Now I don't find it anymore. From the Trending Tropicals collection, the Golden Crocodile. I haven't seen it either. And these painted ladies, I'm really tempted to take one home, but the thing is, they want to go up. I don't think they vine really nicely. They thrive a lot better when you give it like something to climb on, and I do not have that right now. And like I said, we're gonna move like in a couple days, and girl, I'm not gonna make a whole moss pole or like bamboo poles when I have to demolish it, you know. I'm just trying to not add too much on the plate or not make things difficult, but my brain is going wild with all the ideas and things and projects that I want to go ahead and do, like repotting my ficuses. But I want to put them in a terracotta, my ficuses, in a better potting soil as well. But that's a lot heavier than plastic, and they're in plastic right now, so I'm going to hold off into that. These different backyards are also really stunning. This is my second time seeing them. I think it's a new variety because I've never seen this different backyard. It's so beautiful. I love the markings, and I like the little splashes of white. It looks, I can't describe it. It's just so pretty. Here are some other beautiful Chinese evergreen. I think they're called golden Chinese silver bays, golden silver bays. I could be wrong though. Here's some more different bacchias. Really nice. I like the little markings as well. Those corn plants look really nice, also known as dracaenas. More beautiful dracaenas. And then again, back to the Trending Tropicals collection. Over here scattered. And this is the Live Trends / Urban Jungle section. They have some really good. It literally seems like they had a new shipment. Everything looks amazing and full. Here's this beautiful bird's nest fern. Really nice. It looks like lettuce. I would love to place this by the kitchen just to trip people out. It's not edible, but it's really fun. Look at that. Another, yeah, it's a Zanzi. Zanzis are like compact compared to a regular ZZ. This little tiny fiddle. It's so cute. And there are for $15 with a beautiful ceramic planter. Urban Jungle is just amazing with the planters and the prices and the variety that they offer. Here are some Shangri-La potos. Or Shangia. It says Shangri-La. Girl, you can see the name tag. I actually saw on someone's PlantCon video and they found a variegated one, but this already looked variegated. So I was really like, I don't know. I mean, this looks awesome. It looks like cooked spinach. I like it. I love me some good spinach. It's not edible either, but it is fun to have. I actually did propagated a few of these. Y'all, they take forever. Like, I mean, they do root, but to establish and starting to vine, it takes a hot minute. Yeah, no. I think I'm gonna just leave my mother plant alone and let it vine. I mean, it did got nice and full. I put up more shoots, but I was like, yeah, no. And then over here is some section that we saw. Any plants if I missed anything, because sometimes I find plants that I pass by way too fast, or I find some plants on clearance. So I like to do a little double pass or triple pass. Cute little philodendron. It's a little bit messed up. That one for sure, you could ask for a clearance. By the way, I like to promote that a little bit. So like looking for deals or plants that are a little bit sick. because the chances of them getting adopted or home, like getting a new home, it's very, very low for the full price. And them getting placed, some locations are not really, really good at marking plants down, and a lot of time they just wait until they get a new shipment and they throw those plants out, and they just go to the dumpster, you know. Not even just a plant, but the beautiful planter, right? So a lot of the time, and even though I don't get the courage to do it all the time, I still get really, really lucky, and it's the best feeling ever. Look for some plants that need some TLC, you know, that are not their full potential as they were before, and they need some help. And ask for a clearance. You can always get lucky with that. And I know a lot of you guys do know that, but go to your local Lowe's and look for some plants that you can go ahead and adopt that need some TLC, that you can just ask for a clearance, you know, for a discount. Yeah, so I love doing that. I like to find some plants. Like this one, for example, this is just thirsty. It doesn't really need, it just needs some water, right? So I won't really get it for a discount, but like that philodendron that we saw, it was all burnt up and everything. That one should go for clearance. That foliage is a little bit messed up already. Here's a beautiful variegated ring of fire. These are $20, but yeah, you guys let me know what kind of plants you guys have gotten on clearance and how they are doing now under your care. It's the best feeling ever. I mean, buying plants is really, really fun. It's a beautiful golden pothos leaf. It's really fun buying new plants and taking them home and adding it to your collection and enjoying them. But it's a whole different feeling when you get a plant that looked kind of messed up or was damaged or broken and you gave it a second chance, right? So it's really, really rewarding. Now, this case, this Hoya it's over water. You can kind of see in the middle, like the little darker, squishy looking foliage. It was squishy. And I didn't even want to touch the stem because by the time I touched the leaf, I got icked out. It was really slimy. And yeah, unless you're like an expert on bringing plants back when they have root rot, then 1000% go for it. But for me, root rot is a territory that I do not like to play with or step into because it's a lot of headaches for me, and it's the patient game. Like making a plant, propagating a plant or making it grow, it's used, you know, you gotta wait. But fixing it from root rot and letting it establish new roots, it's a whole process. If anything, I would probably just chop it, all those healthy vines, put in some sphagnum moss, and let it root. Because yeah, no, it's not it anymore. And it's really, really sad because you can see how beautiful it looks. And it still looks really, really beautiful. But she has root rot. And Hoyas, and these are in a peat moss, you guys. Peat moss retains a lot of moisture. So I decided to not, and I placed it right there in the front so people can go ahead and see it and adopt it, you know, not in the back where it's kind of hidden. But yeah, I was just saying my last goodbyes, admiring its beautiful foliage, and wishing it the best, to be honest. I really do hope it gets adopted. I mean, those vines look really, really healthy. You can easily propagate that and make a whole new plant with a healthier root system that does not have root rot. And there was birds as well, which is pretty fun. Again, with the beautiful Tradescantii. Now, after this, we're going to go ahead and check out outside and see what kind of plants we can go ahead and find, because they do have some clearance racks. And that was a Hoya DS70 that was thirsty. You can tell because the leaves are a little bit curled, so that lets me know that it just needs a good butt chug. One more pass down, passing by one more time before we go outside. Alrighty, so here's a beautiful Calathea, which I know it's really crispy, but it has really beautiful variegation. and I think it was for $24.98, so that'll go for like $12.50. The plants are still really, really good deal, and the plant's not that far gone. You just gotta chop it and start over. It'll push out new leaves like crazy. Here are some variegated ginger. Lily, I believe. It's pretty. They sell it as an outdoor plant here in San Antonio, Texas. Here are some monstera. So this is a Costa Farm one, and you're guys are gonna see from the other company, and you can see the monstera right there. It's drowning in water, but yeah, they look good. There's a lot of new leaves pushing up, and not bad. You know, it's not bad. But I think they were like $28 or $25. Look at this new leaf. And it already has this fenestration. Look at that. The little baby. Here's a new leaf. Here's another new leaf. It had so many new leaves unfurling. Monsteras are such a classic, to be honest. So I'm not quite sure who the company is, but these bigger monsteras were for $17.98, while the Costa Farm ones are $25. So yeah, and these massive, I think they're called Hope philodendron or split leaf philodendron. These were $20, $19.98, which is not bad. It's a pretty good deal. Nice big old leaves. Very, very pretty, honestly. Look at that. This is one plant, you guys. Look at all of those new leaves. I wanted to take it home, but I know I can't be buying too many plants, and I already have some new plants coming in the mail. They're small plants, but I'm trying to like satisfy my itch of buying plants, but also like being mindful on what we gotta move, because there's already a lot of plants we gotta move. Here's an alocasia that's on clearance. It is not bad. It was for $24.98 from Costa Farm, so again it's $12.50. You can just save. I'm pretty sure it has corms. That's what it's called. Like little bulbs. And yeah, you can just start over with that as well. Pretty easy. Some ivies, some orchids. Yeah, that's the clearance section. Here's another beautiful shady eye and Moroccan potos. This girl was super duper thirsty. Look at that. It looks like some of my plants at home. So here's the other shitty eye. Again, this guy is just so big and massive. So much growth. Look at that. For $20, that's a pretty good deal. And I'm pretty sure they also bloom. So for those people that love flowers, there you go. I believe it's called a dog-toe cactus. I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure it's a cactus for $20. Here is a green Hoya philodendron, looking really, really nice. These are $17, the ones in the smaller hanging baskets. And then another beautiful golden pothos. These plants do so much better outside. I mean, they're protected from the sun and they're just happier, you know, with all that bright and direct light that they're getting. So really, really nice to see them. I mean, they get dry pretty fast, but they do grow pretty fast as well. But that is basically it, you guys. I hope y'all enjoyed today's new plant shopping video. I know it was a very long chit-chatty video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I did. I love going plant shopping and seeing what kind of new varieties we can find. This was at the Lowe's and the Home Depot. The address will be in the description box below. And we did find some really, really good deals. At the Home Depot, this Lowe's had some really good finds. Like the Hoya was awesome. Really, really. Here's another Hoya. This is a Hoya Princess. It seems like it's getting a little bit too much light, but it's perfectly fine. I mean, it's gorgeous. So yeah, let me know which kind of plants you guys will go ahead and take home and adopt. And I hope I can see you guys in the next one. Thank you so much for watching. Sending positive vibes to each and every single one of y'all, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.